If I should describe the Faroe Islands as a family, then I could also describe the Faroese football culture as a family, because I've always felt that I could express myself and just be myself when I went to the football pitch, and maybe try to come the furthest of any Faroese football player and achieve those things that every football player dreams of.
We are born here on the islands, high mountains, rocks, the sea next to us, windy, rainy, all the smells, all the sounds, and everything. You're very close to nature. That, of course, formed us a lot. So the toughness is a big factor here.
It's hard to describe, but it's very special to play in these surroundings, in the fjords and up in the mountains. In my opinion, there's no place like playing in the Faroe Islands.
Everything is before and after the first international game against Austria. And we played our home game in Sweden because we have no grass pitch on the island. Then we got all the AstroTurf pitches, built stadiums, and so on.
We have football pitches everywhere. In almost every town, every city, there's a football pitch, a small one, big ones. Everywhere you go, people talk about football. I think the sky is the limit here in the Faroe Islands, because as it's growing, everything else grows. Better players from abroad coming here to play football, and maybe the next steps in the Faroe Islands is to make football professional in some way.
When you go further in sport, it's a very rough challenge for everyone. And you're alone. Of course, you play some games, that's funny, but that's this time of your career. Then it's very good to have a very good upbringing.
Yeah, many people in the Faroe Islands know my father, who was a professional footballer, and because of his bobble-hat that he played with, he's also very famous abroad. He's probably been the one that had motivated me the most because of my younger times when I watched him play. So he has always been my biggest idol. Yeah, he had the most influence on who I am today as a person, but also definitely as a footballer, because of his knowledge to the game and what it takes to become a professional football player. I've grown into becoming one of the best football players on the islands. That played in the second league in Denmark, and then we got promoted to the first league in Denmark. I switched to El Paso Locomotive in the USA, and after that NSU Runavik FC, and also the Faroese national team, to play on the highest level as possible. That's always been my dream, and I don't feel that it's the right time now to stop dreaming. My little self that was training that hard when he was 10 years old, dreaming of being a professional footballer, I feel I owe him to still try to become as good as possible and play on a high level as possible.
I'm proud of him all day. It's a sacrifice for everyone to go the international way, and that's how it should be. You got also pluses, a lot of pluses. That's why you do it. I'm most proud of that he's still going after very hard, rough time. Usually, if you push a lot, things will happen.
Because of an injury, my love for the football somehow faded a bit away. To be abroad, away from the Faroe Islands, from my family, and not being able to do the thing that I love to do. So somehow it faded away. And coming back to the Faroe Islands was also a type of me resetting everything, and just focus on training and coming back to the level that I was at before my injury. We train as much as Premier League teams or teams abroad that are fully professional. We have to work besides training because the funding here is not as good as to be playing football only. So I work at my father's factory, which is on the other side of the fjord here. Here I work as a manager in the packing part of the factory where we pack the fish. I work for 8 hours a day, maybe 9. And then I have to rush home to get half an hour with my family where we can eat dinner and have family time together before I go to training. My wife supports me in every way she can. My family is my everything, and even though I have a good day or a bad day in the football, I always come home to my family that give me a smile on my face. The time has definitely been the biggest sacrifice of mine to do what I love, playing football, trying to become the best version that I can be.
I love the story of the Faroese football, and I feel a little bit that I have been part of building it up as it is now. Definitely the first part of the journey. Now it's competitive on middle stage in Europe. So Faroe Islands is everything for me. This just shaped me as a person. I'm lucky to be from the Faroe Islands.
Coming back to the Faroe Islands, it's probably the best place to have these sacrifices because of how beautiful the nature is playing and how good it feels just to be back home. This mixture of our family and this beautiful nature is making Faroe Islands like the rock in my life, where I always feel safe and where I always feel like I can come back to.